All right, continuing our project. These are the agar dishes where we are growing directly from dry mushroom specimens. And look at that. We had a spot of contamination on this one, and we cut out that piece pretty far around it. And look, it even grew into the hole as I predicted. And we didn't get any other contamination at all. This was done on July 17th. You could dump these as they are in grain in our rice bags and start your grow, and that would be fine. And then from there, clone the best specimens, like we've said before. But I'm going to take this opportunity to clone from the best mycelium we have, which is this right there. Look at that. Look at that rhizomorphic growth right there. Super strong, stringy, beautiful. As we've said before, tomentos, this area, rhizomorphic, this area, which means like stringy, which is what we look for. This is our goal. And again, this is from genetics that I've been cultivating and isolating for a long time. So it is not surprising at all that we get such good growth. Now I'm going to use both tools so that you can see with the X-Acto and with the handy dandy DIY punch tool. Okay, tools have been flame sterilized. Now these were made yesterday, so they haven't had time for the condensation to go away. If I leave them for a couple days, the condensation just evaporates somehow, even though they're closed. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping them upside down so the water flows to the top, away from the agar. And then I'm going to keep it upside down. And if you see this, I'm going to dump that just a little bit. And we are left with some pretty dry and good looking agar, however you want to say it. So again, you can see we got some blue water pulling around, doing its thing. Oh, and I also wiped down my agar dishes already. Okay. You should know by now that we keep things face down in case there are spores in here from somewhere else or some minis in there somewhere. They don't fall into our agar and ruin the show. Now I can get rid of this. Oh, this is so nice. Look at that. So again, we're going to take from up here, which is the best mycelium we got. So now I'm going to start with the X-Acto that we all know and love, because that leaves my other tool, the punch tool, more time to cool down. It takes longer to cool down. So I'm going to take from here, and I'm going to take a kind of like a square, kind of about that size. It's about 3/8 of an inch, a bit over 1/4 of an inch. Okay, it's right there. I'm gonna pinch it so I can grab it better. And like I keep repeating, close it quickly. See, I already put the lid on it. And here we're gonna do it quickly as well. Put my lid up top, face down. Put this right in the middle. Perfect. So you don't really need the handy dandy tool, but I think it's pretty cool. These agar dishes I made with 3 drops of food coloring, so they're a bit darker. I think the mycelium will show better because it's a little bit darker. It doesn't really matter, you don't even have to dye it. Okay, there we go. It's a bit wet. Hopefully this will be all right. I usually wait a bit longer before using my agar, but this was so good, so ready for prime time that I wanted to do it right away. So unscrew this. Let me see if I can. Okay, this one's already unscrewed. Now we're going with the tool. It's nice and cool. Like I've shown before, I can do it with one hand like this, pulling up and down with these 2 fingers, even just with the thumb. And I pull it back, and then I take from the same spot. Make sure you can see this. Boom. It's just so much easier. We got it right there. Cover this quickly. Open here. Put it as close to the middle as we can. Oh, it jumped. That's it. I've been trying to get with the tool to get the mycelium to flip the other way, like we did with the other one. Notice the difference. This one the mycelium is facing up, this one the mycelium is facing down. I like it facing down because it's touching the agar right away. But I did some tests and I don't think it even makes a day's difference in growth. Again, we close this as quickly as we can. Don't leave it open, although at least it had the lid on. There we go. And look at the 2 cuts we made. One square, one round. Of course, I'm going to make some time-lapse progress videos. We all love those. And we'll see. But hopefully, it's going to be awesome because look at this mycelium. It's so strong and stringy. And again, the rest is perfect. We may use it just to colonize some grain. It's perfect. All right, that's it. I'll keep you posted. What we're doing is isolating the best mycelium we have from one agar dish to a new one, so that best mycelium keeps growing. And this can be repeated, and you can keep multiplying it. But that's the whole idea. Take the best growth from one plate, move it to another, and if it would get contaminated, you can select another spot and move it. Just keep doing that until you have a very good, strong, rhizomorphic mycelium growing all the time.